The phone didn't ring. It waited, vibrating once on the nightstand like a restrained pulse. Not urgent, not accidental. I watched it from the edge of the bed, our bed, while the ceiling fan cut the air into slow, methodical slices. My husband stood by the window, back to me, shoulders squared like he was bracing for impact. He said nothing. That's how I knew something was wrong. 24 years of marriage teaches you patterns. His silences had shapes. This one was sharp. The screen lit again. A message preview, a name I didn't recognize. My chest stayed still. Too still. He turned, finally. His eyes weren't angry. They were alert, awake in a way I hadn't seen in years. There's someone you need to tell me about, he said. Not a question. I laughed once, short, controlled. Muscle memory. Everyone needs a hobby. He walked closer, slowly, like a man approaching an animal that might bolt. I already know, he said. Then softer, I just want to hear it from you. That was the moment the room shifted. Not exploded, shifted. I thought of the girl, her perfume on my scarf, her laugh echoing in places my marriage had gone silent. I thought I had chosen carefully. I was wrong. I didn't confess, not then. I'd learned long ago that truth is a currency. You never spend it all at once. Instead, I watched him. He became meticulous. Dinner at the same hour. Questions asked casually. Eyes always open. Who are you texting? Work. Late again? Traffic. The lies slid out easily. Too easily. I'd practiced them in mirrors, in hotel bathrooms, in the soft half-light of borrowed apartments. I told myself it wasn't betrayal. It was survival. He had grown distant first. Or maybe I had. The difference stopped mattering when she appeared. Young, attentive, reckless with affection. I chose her. Then I chose another man she wanted me to be. What I didn't choose was my husband's patience. One night I came home to fresh sheets. Another, to the faint scent of unfamiliar shampoo. And then there was the photograph. Not shown to me. Placed. On my pillow. A girl, barefoot, laughing, sitting exactly where I slept. No note, no accusation. Just a message written without words. I'm watching. I stayed calm. That was my mistake. I underestimated how still a person can be when they're hunting. He never confronted me, never raised his voice, never followed me, at least not visibly. But my world began to tighten. My phone battery drained faster. My calendar sync glitched. The bank app asked me to verify logins I hadn't made. At night, I lay beside him, counting his breaths, wondering when he slept, wondering when he stopped. I started noticing details. The way he wiped the kitchen counter twice. The way he paused before answering simple questions. The way his eyes lingered on my hands, as if measuring distance. I checked my emails, deleted messages, changed passwords. Too late. I felt it the day he asked, casually, "Do you believe people ever really know who they married?" I said yes. He smiled. That smile followed me everywhere. I began to suspect he knew more than I'd given him credit for, that he wasn't searching anymore, that he was confirming. And then the envelope arrived. Unmarked, heavy, addressed to him. Placed neatly on the dining table between two untouched plates. He opened it in front of me. Didn't rush. Didn't look at me. Paper slid against paper. Clinical sounds. A DNA report. Phone records. Photos. My life reduced to ink and timestamps. You should sit, he said. I didn't. There's more, he added almost gently. I saw it then, the structure behind his calm. The architecture of preparation. This wasn't discovery. This was execution. You brought her here, he said. To our bed. I said nothing. You thought I wouldn't notice, he continued. Or you didn't care. He finally looked at me. You chose another man, he said. And you chose badly. My voice came out thin. What are you going to do? He smiled. Nothing, he said. I already did. He stood, walked to the door, opened it. She was there. The girl, pale, trembling, holding her phone like a shield. I told her everything, he said. Who you are, what you promised, how disposable she was. She looked at me then, not with anger but realization. The kind that scars. I also sent the reports to her parents, he added, and to your firm. I felt something crack. Not loudly, internally. You didn't leave, I whispered. No, he said. I stayed awake. He stepped back, letting the space swallow me. "Keep your eyes open," he said. "That's what you taught me." The door closed behind them. The house is quiet now. Too clean, too honest. 24 years collapsed into a single evening. Not with screams, not with fists, with precision. I sit on the edge of the bed, the one I thought I owned, and feel nothing reach back. He didn't take revenge with rage. He took it with truth, and the truth is brutal because it doesn't fade. I chose another man. My husband chose clarity, and what he left me with isn't guilt. It's exposure. I am no longer loved, no longer hidden, just seen, and that is the scar that will never heal.